Hi, we are in our text editor's new section, and first lecture of this section is about Nano command that we'll learn. Nano is a simple text editor used to open or create, edit, override, add content of text files, and it has simple interface to use. Nano is included in the most Linux distributions. It means by default the most of distributions have Nano installed on. Actually, Nano is used to edit and work with system configuration files mostly. So, let's get started. To open or create a new blank text file, going to run Nano. As you can see on the top of file, it says new buffer, means it's a new file. And on the bottom of file, there are some basics help options we'll look through. The first is Ctrl G. Pressing Ctrl G, which Ctrl G brings you of main help. And as you can see, there are a lot of options work with Nano command. We'll go into these shortcuts later in this course. Ctrl O, write out, means overwrite the existing file. Let us open a new terminal, not to interrupt other terminal every time we process. Go into activities and new terminal. Type in ls. From the list of files, going to replace colors.txt file. Type in more colors to see content of this file before overwriting colors.txt. As you see, the colors name locates in here. Well, I'm going to Nano window, and here type in this is a test, then pressing Ctrl O. It says file name to write. I'm going to put colors.txt file, and it asks confirmation of existing file with yes or no. Then I'm putting just Y or yes, and it's up to you to override. Then less, I'm going to see contents of file again, more colors.txt. As you can see, it changed all contents of colors.txt to a new content of colors.txt. Please don't confuse with Ctrl O, because it is not changing the name of file, it's just changed the contents of file. As you can see, the file name has not changed. Ctrl V, where is? It is for searching patterns inside of text. For example, pressing Ctrl V, then going to enter T. As you can see, it's marking the first T. Then again, Ctrl V, searching H. In here, it shows T on the left side, which has searched previously. Enter. It's going to mark H letter. Ctrl K, it is cutting the text. So pressing Ctrl K, as you can see, the text disappeared. To get it back, pressing Ctrl U, which uncut text, pressing Ctrl U, here it is. We got it back. Ctrl R, We can read existing files pressing Ctrl R, then type in colors.txt. You can see it added contents of colors.txt file to a new file. As you remember previously, we changed colors name to this is a test content, and this is why a reading file showed us the new content of colors.txt file, and it added contents of colors.txt file to a new line. So next is Ctrl X. To save or unsave the files, we can use Ctrl X to exit with saving or unsaving. Before going to exit and save, I'm going to type something here to make comparisons in our new text file. Type in colors, fruits. You can type whatever you want. Then pressing Ctrl X, and in here, if I type Y or yes, it will save. If I type no or N, it will discard the change. So I'm going to save file, type in Y, and in next step, it asks me to give a new file name before saving. As you can see, I can leave it as old name too. I'm going to give a new file name, test colors, then enter, and it asks confirmation. Are you sure to save a file under different name? I'm saying yes, and ls. As you can see, our test colors name is created, and we did create this file with Nano command. Let's see content of test colors file. Here is, and we can open this new created file with Nano as well, and it shows 5 lines here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and our file name is appeared here too. We'll use all the options in our next lectures as we needed it. So going back to terminal, now let us open another existing file using Nano command. Nano fruits.txt. It took us to the same Nano platform we've been in the previous process with colors.txt file. We can add text here, type in these fruits are full of the vitamins. Then Control X. Then I'm going to say N means no. I'm not going to save it. And changes are not saved. Let's recheck it again. Here it is. Like I said above, a Nano command is good to work with system configuration, especially with a large system configuration files, because it's really good to know how to navigate through the text quickly. I'm going to show you some shortcuts of Nano in one of these system files because we are standard user and we don't have any privileges and admin rights to mess these files. But this is why don't worry to practice on these system configuration files as a standard user. It's not recommended to play in these system files with root or any admin rights user. Going to clear terminal, type in nano etc sys config network scripts ifconfig ans160. It means now we are in network adapters properties file. Actually, if you're not familiar about the network, don't worry, we'll go all deeper about network in our future lectures. It is just practice with some shortcuts of Nano command. Enter. If you pay attention to bottom of the page, red warning appears. It means our user is a standard user, doesn't have admin rights, and due to this we cannot change, edit or do anything else on this file because this file is unwritable. So now let's go to the properties of our network adapter. In here, if we press Ctrl F, F means forward. As you can see, it moves forward one character. To move back one character, pressing Ctrl B, B means backward. To move forward to the next word, pressing Ctrl space, as you can see, it goes to the next line word by word. To move to the previous line, pressing Ctrl P, it goes up. And to move to the next line, pressing Ctrl N. To move to the next page, pressing Ctrl V. To move to the previous page, pressing Ctrl Y. To move to the end of the line, pressing Ctrl E. To move to the beginning of the line, pressing Ctrl A. Even if I type something else here, it won't be right, save to this file because we are a standard user. I'm going to press Ctrl V to go down the page. I'm going to type IP address, network, adapter, network, and so on. I'm going to press Ctrl X, saying yes, and enter. As you can see, it says error writing because permission denied. It means we don't have any admin rights to save this file. And that's it. I guess it's pretty enough practice for Nano text editor. Actually, like I said, with Nano or another text editors, we'll do practice in next lectures as well. So don't worry of memorizing nothing. Practice will teach you a lot. If you don't satisfy with any videos or lectures on internet, and if you practice and work with Linux commands by yourself, you'll gain more. Well, this is end of our lesson. See you next lesson. Bye.